And here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting...
Well, guys,
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. And the Clippers starting five. We've got Kawhi Leonard, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Morris in at the 4. And for the Trailblazers, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Derek Jones is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Covington in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Jones. Releases from 15. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
George finds Beverley. It's good. Beverley's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Clippers.
When Beverley gets these shots inside, he's just remarkably efficient. He just has tremendous touch on these shots.
Lillard against Beverley. Here's Lillard. Passes it to Nurkic. Over Ibaka. Nurkic can't hit.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's all over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
Cans it from downtown.
And boy, he's got terrific feel on that jump shot. That's how George knocks down those catch-and-shoot jumpers in the blink of an eye.
Now here's Covington. Lillard with it. Leonard picks him up. And it's Lillard missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Morris passes to Leonard. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Here's Jones. Can't connect from short range.
Their focus next trip has to be getting a high-quality shot. I mean, they don't want to start the game 0 for 5.
All by himself. Here's Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
What a selfish play from Lillard. This guy has no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to, but this team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Now Lillard following the miss by Marcus Morris from deep. From deep three-point range, and it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverley, just dishing the ball to the wide-open man easily.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Collins kicks to Jones. Here's Nurkic. The rebound by Ibaka. Clippers leading by 5. George with the ball. Jones covering. Leonard with no one around. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Here's Nurkic. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Beverley feeling it out a bit. Out to Ibaka. 1:49 left to play in the first. And it goes down 2 points.
And offensively, Ibaka's been spending more time out on the perimeter, but watching him work inside there, you realize that may still be his bread and butter.
Now here's Lillard. No points in the game yet for him. Covington dishes to Lillard. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Morris trying to get open as Ibaka. Morris with the bucket.
How about the strength of Morris, shrugging off the D and nailing the shot?
Beverley against Lillard. From deep. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound in this one.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Morris trying to get open as Ibaka. Morris, no good.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Again, the miss by Lillard.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
His coaches and teammates like this type of energy. Nurkic demonstrating that he could be an anchor on the defense.
Nobody near Lillard. No good off the back of the rim.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Leonard inside. George with the ball. Stolen by Collins. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Clippers. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg,
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
They've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, they've got Ennis Cantor, Anthony out there with Giles. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the point. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's number 2 on him already. The third foul before the half, and he may be grabbing some time.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Los Angeles. Giles, the pass to Simons. And he drops in the layup off the glass. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence, and so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, "We've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time." Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, DA. Thanks.
And Jackson is very good at catching the D off guard, especially inside where he needs to be fast at getting that shot off.
Simons, the pass to McCollum, fires for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Kennard kicks to Cousins. Pass to Mann. Cousins against Cantor. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Cousins moves incredibly well for a big man. He's a force of nature when he drives to the hoop.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Powell's checked in, and so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them. Trailblazers trail by 5. And here is Powell. Here's McCollum. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
So, for the Clippers, Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac. Kawhi Leonard comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. And George is subbed in for Kennard. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
He doesn't hit that one. Ibaka outside. Leonard the pass to Jackson. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And and they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Out to Anthony. Over Jackson. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
This is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
We've got 1:13 left to play here in the second quarter. And George, here we go. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Powell, no one around him. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists in the game. Jackson down low. He's guarded by McCollum, and it's Leonard missing. Portland trailing here. Here's Giles. Back to McCollum. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Here's Leonard. And that one drops for him. Leonard's got his first bucket of the night.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
McCollum outside. Here's the 3. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
A lethal shooter from downtown. McClellan, he enjoys opportunities to pull the trigger.
It's all tied in Portland. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. And he doesn't get talked about that. Thanks for joining us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Paul George really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
So for the Clippers right now, Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. And it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ibaka in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Trailblazers have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to, how about Kobe going to the Lakers? Mikal and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
And the wide open shot from Morris. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Lillard attacking. It's deflected. It's stolen by Ibaka. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, good evening. Well, last season the Blazers were beset by injuries and they fell short of their goals. Their star Damian Lillard said, "Once we're in a better position, I want people to remember how I responded when things didn't go my way, so that they know my character is true." Kevin, we know that Dame grew up in Oakland, a place where overcoming adversity was ingrained. Back to you.
Thank you, D.A. And here's Beverly. After Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Leonard. There's the 3. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Covington wide open. He fires. Offensive rebound.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Here's George. Portland making their last shot. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. George has got 9 points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Outside, Jones. Covington kicks to Jones. From 12 feet out. Morris with the rebound. The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Beverly wide open. Off target with his 3. Portland leading. Three-pointer, Lillard. Morris with the rebound.
Frozen. The guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
And the shot goes in. Leonard's got his second bucket.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
Beverly against Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. With a step back. And that one, good. Lillard's got his third bucket of the night.
Entering the NBA, I knew he needed to develop his mid-range game. He did it, and it's opened things up for him.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. The Clippers also changing it up. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Luke Kennard in for Paul George.
And Morris really rises up for these jams, leaving no mistake as he finishes with authority.
Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. It's McCollum on the wing from deep. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Here's Simons. The pass to Cantor. McCollum against Kennard. Lets it go with a 3. McCollum no good.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but his off night has definitely been one factor here.
Beverly finds Kennard. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, yeah, as good as he is at creating his own shot, Kennard is also a solid distributor. Doesn't miss the open man when he spots him.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from McCollum.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Outside Leonard, Latre, and no good that time. Here's Anthony, lays it up and banks it in. And it's now only a 1-point Clipper lead.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Clippers lead by 1. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
3 tenths quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Giles is out there with Anthony. Then it's Ennis Cantor. Then there's McCollum. And it's Powell in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Jackson dishes to Morris. Back to Jackson. Down low. Stolen by Cantor. Passes to Giles. Puts it up from 7. One-on-one fast break. Here's Mann. He kicks it to Morris. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. To the right side. Cantor against Ibaka. He gets that one. Ibaka's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Powell, the pass to McCollum. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Gotta respect the speed of McCollum. Fantastic at knifing through the defense and beating them to the bucket.
Stolen by McCollum. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum shifting plays like that can change the tone of a game.
That one drops for him. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Now McCollum. Back to Powell. McCollum against Jackson. McCollum kicks to Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. Cantor trying to free himself up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Cantor's got the lead up to 4 now for Portland.
Now, that's the staple of Cantor's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Here's Jackson. Drops in the layup for 2.
Oh, don't you love the shot by Jackson? He just takes smart shots in these points of the game.
Jackson against McCollum. To the middle. Here's Cantor with the putback. And the second chance effort by McCollum.
Gotta like how calm McCollum is. Even in big parts of the game, you can depend on him to step his game up.
Jackson up top. Out to Ibaka. Launches a 3. Portland grabs the miss. We've got 1:48 left here in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul right there. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And the Clippers making a switch here. Lillard from outside hits the three-point bomb.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it has to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
George finds Ibaka. And that one drops. Ibaka's got 4 this quarter.
Big stakes, big bucket. Ibaka showing he has the mettle to rise to the challenge.
Now here's Lillard. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the rejection by Ibaka.
The size, the timing of Ibaka, tailor-made for protecting the rim.
Clippers trail by 5. Over in the corner, Beverly. And a miss there on the triple.
Look, I know he wants to get him back into this, but that's not the way to do it. They need smart shots, not these.
Outside, Covington. Inside, it's stolen by Morris. Outside, George. Money!
And there was a time when folks said George wasn't a clutch shooter. Remember? Not anymore, people.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Lillard against Beverly. Lillard attacking. Yes!
Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, you're right. They desperately need a bucket, and every second matters.
Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And that is just a huge bucket from Beverly. I mean, he just has a knack for coming through in big ways for his squad.
Pass to Lillard.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And what I love about Lillard now, I mean, the excellence. He's so consistent. That's how you do it. You come out, you bust your butt, and you compete at a high level every night.
The 3 from George. The putback, it's good.
And this is where Ibaka's steely demeanor serves him well. No hesitation under pressure.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good. working and stays true. David, thank you. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 4. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trail Blazers. Pass to Powell. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Lillard way outside. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Powell with the steal. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. The offensive rebound.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Outside Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And Giannis throws it down.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. At almost 7 feet tall, he makes it look effortless.
Powell, the pass to Lillard. A three-pointer is right on target.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers. I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
Lillard misses.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
And they're pushing it up. Powell kicks to Lillard. It's Covington on the wing. And the 3 off target. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. They trail by 1. Portland's gone, just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Powell with the bounce pass. Here's Nurkic. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Giannis dishes to Holiday. 1:51 left in the first. It's good from long range. And it's a tie ball game.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
The pass to Powell. Lets the 3 fly. Drains the three-pointer. Powell's got 5.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here is Holiday. Middleton on the wing. Shoots over Covington. Shot's good by Middleton.
Well, I like the fact that Middleton takes advantage of the mid-range jump shot. When he gets room to pull the trigger from there, he's taking it, and he's almost automatic.
Powell against DiVincenzo. Lillard, the pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. Covington with it. 5 on the clock. Lillard attacking. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. The Bucks trail. Middleton on the wing. Defended by Covington. Back to Middleton. Powell with the steal. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. He's got 7.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now here's Lopez. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Shoots over Nurkic, and that one is good.
Taking it strong. Nice finish by the big fella. Way to get after it, Lopez.
Here is Lillard from deep three-point range, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked about his...
I know that when the main guy...
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Portland.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play on the court for the Bucks. They've got Portis. E.J. Tucker is out there with Teague, and it's Nora in at the small forward.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up. How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
McCollum with the bounce pass. Anthony, the pass to McCollum. Misses from short range. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Now here's Jones. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Anthony. He hits it from 9. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Here's Nora. Portis in the post. He's covered by Cantor. Portis can't get it to go. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Outside, Jones passes it to Simons. There's the dish to Carmelo. Buries it down low. And now a 3-point Portland lead.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Now here's Portis. Inside from 11 feet away. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
And the shot goes in. McCollum's got the lead up to 3 now for Portland. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Oh, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today, but you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, ouch. Tucker, the pass to Teague. And here is Portis. Excellent D from Cantor.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Pass to McCollum. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Now DiVincenzo. After the missed three from Damian Lillard. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Like that creativity down in the paint. Antetokounmpo showing you how crafty he can be scoring from there.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Powell. Portland no good that time either.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
And Lillard kicks to Covington. Lillard, right side. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and...
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Well, he's been an elite scorer.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. They've got Powell. Nurkic is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Covington in at the small forward spot. Holiday with it. The shot's good. Holiday's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Bucks.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Middleton dishes to Antetokounmpo. Misses from close range. Portland leading. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Lillard attacking. Hollis Jefferson passes to Lillard. And he gets it to go. Lillard's got 5 now.
Really, it's a thing of beauty to watch Hollis Jefferson move the ball like that. I mean, he's a team-oriented guy who looks to make the pass as much as possible.
Middleton dishes to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The kick out to Lopez. 5 to shoot. Holiday against Lillard. The shot by Holiday, no good. Trailblazers leading by 4. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's a Portland, and here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Tucker finds Giannis. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
And there's the pass to Cannon. Here's Anthony. Makes it off the glass. Anthony's got 6.
It always helps when your big man dishes it like that. Cantor, excellent with that read.
Passes it to Tucker. Here's DiVincenzo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Count it. Good.
Middleton's jump shot so pure. I mean, he's a dynamic scorer who's outstanding shooting the basketball. Who's watching here?
1:41 left to play here in the third. Lobs it up for Cantor. Kicks it out to Lillard. The high post shot. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And here's Covington from the arc. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Holiday with it. Lillard picks him up. Powell with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Lillard with the ball. 1:04 left to play in the third. Pass to Powell. Just 5 on the clock. The putback. Rebounded by Tucker. Bucks trail by 3. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, I tell you what, Middleton getting his hands dirty inside on the glass. We know he can shoot it from outside, but inside points are bonus.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Back to Teague. It's stolen. Here's Simons. And it's Jeff Teague with the rebound. Here's Connaughton. Antetokounmpo. That's a 2-pointer. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's the Trailblazers. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. It's a 3-point game. They've got Chris Middleton. Bobby Portis out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Holiday, and it's Connaughton in at the 2. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. It's good on the putback.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Here's Nurkic. They grab their own miss. Collins, good.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
So it's the Bucks now. They trail by 3. Holiday surveying the floor. Here's Connaughton.
Oh my
great
goodness! That was special.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Pass to Nurkic. Back to Powell. Lopez with the steal. Here's Connaughton. Kicks it down to Middleton. Left side, Portis. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Giannis, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Derek Jones comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, and McCollum subbed in for Powell. Holiday with it, now defended by McCollum. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday, 6 to shoot. Here's Giannis. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And it's McCollum off the drive. And he banks in the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
I mean, call him a combo guard to whatever. McCollum is a scorer first and foremost. And when he puts it on the deck, young fella is going to the hoop.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Nailed from three-point land.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
Outside Holiday. The 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
McCollum outside. Here's Simons. To the middle. Stolen by Middleton. Fast break, Milwaukee. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Well, you've got to recognize how active Middleton is on defense. I mean, this is a guy that you can't afford to be careless around.
And it's McCollum off the drive. Collins. No good. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
The Bucks making a switch here. Connaughton's checked in. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Lillard against Howard. Lillard, the pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Lillard, right side. Over Holiday. There's Hollis-Jefferson. Lillard finds Jones. Back to Lillard. It falls!
Somebody's really lit the fuse for Damian Lillard.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. Outside, Antetokounmpo. It falls! A huge shot to tie it up.
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. And it's going to be the Trailblazers off the tip. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the floor for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Hollis-Jefferson is out there with Jones, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. Lillard looking around. Here's McCollum. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well. Here's
Antetokounmpo. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Giannis has got the lead up to 2 now for Milwaukee.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Lillard outside. Now the pass to Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. Lillard against Holiday. Bucket is good.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
The Bucks shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Outside, out of the Kumbo. Good, nice job down low. Antetokounmpo's got 24 points.
Hey, you know, in the age of analytics, there's a ton of talk about player efficiency these days. And as we can see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight, his efficiency, extraordinary.
Lillard attacking, throws it down as if the coach's challenge has been issued. Post game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for Chris Middleton. The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 on their field goal attempts since the beginning of overtime. Antetokounmpo. It's good!
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Back to McCollum. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. Count that bucket.
And the swag Nurkic plays with, it's infectious. He doesn't back down from taking a big shot.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Portis. The kick out to Holiday.
What an offensive force Holiday can be when he's going like this.
One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Nurkic. Yes! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass. And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
And so the timeout by Terry Stotts here. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, tough situation here, but they do have enough time to get a catch and shoot. It's going to have to be very quick, but they do have time.
That's a 2 from Lillard offline. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The bronze likeness of Lakers. And we've got...
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And for the Clippers, they've got Paul George. Morris is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. George, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Middleton the pass to DiVincenzo. His three-pointers off the mark. And so Beverley will bring it up for Los Angeles. Morris, DiVincenzo with the rebound. Here's Giannis. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
Free throw good. Giannis. Well, great fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
Now here is Ibaka. Back to Leonard. Rebounded by the Bucks. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Middleton looking it over. DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. It's stolen by Ibaka. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. In the corner, George with it over Lopez. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by George.
Wow, they finally get it to go down on their 4th try.
And it's the Bucks ball. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Down low. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Outside, George. Beverley finds Ibaka. There's the pass to Morris. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. In the corner, Middleton with it. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from outside.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
George against DiVincenzo. Beverley for 3. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Morris has got his second basket of the night.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
Holiday looking for an opening. Pass to DiVincenzo. The putback. It's hauled in by George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. 4-point game. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Leonard. The rebound by the Bucks.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And now the Clippers on the break. Morris with the ball. Over in the corner, Beverley. Outside, Leonard. Back to Beverley from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
Holiday finds Middleton. Now the Clippers moving it up. Morris with the ball. Here's George. Banked in off the glass.
That's not an easy play. Paul George is an extraordinary player. Keeps his eye on the bucket at all times.
Holiday dishes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Holiday. To the paint. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here is Ibaka. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Leonard and Middleton with the block.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Shoots over Leonard.
One of the best defensive players in the entire league. Kawhi Leonard, so hard to get a clean look against him.
And so it's Milwaukee heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we
Old school basketball, you know.
Well, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then there's Teague. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. Now here's Teague. It's hauled in by Zubats.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Well, speed, intelligence, touch. Kawhi Leonard has it all.
Bucks leading by 3. Middleton outside. To the middle. And stolen by Cousins. And here we go. Fast break. Cousins has got it. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Cousins has got 4 this quarter.
Well, in addition to everything else that DeMarcus Cousins brings to the game, he can score for you in transition and put pressure at the rim.
Passes it to Portis. Inside, Middleton. He can't hit that time. Nice D from Cousins.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throw.
Now here's Teague. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the layup's good off the glass. Teague's got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
Boy, it'll take more than that to stop Jeff Teague. Just determined to score despite any obstacle.
Here's Jackson. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Zubats. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Teague, the pass to Portis. Teague dishes to Tucker. Jackson against Teague. Pass to Portis. Just 5 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Nice D from Cousins.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And Leonard gets it to go. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10", with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. How about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys. There are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great plays. Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Cousins. Morris comes in for Ivica Zubac. Paul George is checked in for Leonard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. .116 left in the second quarter. George against Middleton. From downtown, Beverley the pass to Morris. 6 to shoot. Outside, George gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's a 9-point Clipper lead.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Now here's Lopez. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Middleton the pass to Lopez.
Well, Brook Lopez, such a versatile scorer. He's got great low post moves. He can also step away and face up and make jump shots. Very difficult bind for the defenders.
And both free throws good for Lopez.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Beverley deciding where to go with it. To the inside. And Ibaka kicks to Beverley. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Bucks trail by 7. Antetokounmpo dishes to Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
The pass to Kennard. Good if it goes. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good... And Kenny, like Kawhi Leonard, Paul George doesn't show a whole lot of emotion. He lets... And...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Holiday. Ibaka is out there with Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the 2. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Here's Antetokounmpo. Lays it up off the glass. Giannis has got 7 points.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now here's Beverley. He's still scoreless so far in this one. It's good. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Lopez finds Middleton. Here's Holiday, defended by Beverley. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. 8 points for him.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands.
DiVincenzo against George.
Excellent offensive positioning from Paul George. Size, length, touch. Beautiful.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. And he uses the glass on the layup.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Now here's Beverly. On the wing, George. Off target from three-point range.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The shot's good from Lopez.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
George against Holiday. Lobs it up for Ibaka. And Morris throws it down.
Mr. Morris leaves no doubt.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Now Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Down low. And to Antetokounmpo.
It may be the most bankable play in this offense. Antetokounmpo on the roll with the finish.
And here's George. He has 7. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Kennard finds George. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. George has got 6 in the quarter.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Here's Giannis. It doesn't go for him. Clippers leading by 5. Cousins with it. He's picked up by Lopez. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Well, quality shots usually translate to great percentages. The chippy for DeMarcus Cousins with authority.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Outside T. Here's Connaughton, defended by George. And it's Connaughton missing. And so Cousins will bring it up for Los Angeles. And George, here we go. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here we go, one-on-one. Giannis passes to T, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. .11 seconds left here in the third quarter. Jackson passes to Morris. Back to Jackson. And we've reached the end of the third. Clippers lead by 5. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for the Bucks, P.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. And there's Teague, and it's Connaughton in at the 3 spot. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Clippers have possession. Shot clock at 3. Here's Cousins, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Passes it to Connaughton. Back to Teague. Pass to Nora. Jackson comes over with the double. The pass to Connaughton. Takes a 3. Not going to go that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. That's a 2 from Kennard. The Clippers keep it alive. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Cousins. Kawhi Leonard comes in for George. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Kennard.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Morris passes to Ibaka. Morris inside. Antetokounmpo defending. Jackson in the corner. Another shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Brook Lopez.
I think it's the gritty nature of Serge Ibaka's game that earns him these calls. You've got to be careful how you guard him.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3 ball.
And here are the Clippers now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo on the double team. Feeds it to Leonard. And Beverly kicks to Leonard.
Well, we know this about Kawhi Leonard. He can score at all 3 levels, taking advantage of the mid-range game there.
Bucks trail by 6. Outside Holiday. Pass to Antetokounmpo. He feeds it to Lopez. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist from Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got 3 assists in the game. And the Clippers call time here. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in and keeping us updated from the sideline. Let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, my goodness, Lopez with a big-time delivery from the big man.
Morris, left side. Ibaka finds Beverly. Outside Leonard. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Oh, the long arms of Brook Lopez effortlessly sends that back.
The Bucks trail. Giannis with it. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
Outside Holiday. Giannis inside. He's against Morris. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Pass it to Leonard. Bounce pass for Morris. Leonard, the pass to Morris. Shot clock at 5. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
We are talking about a solid 230 pounds. Kawhi Leonard's strength and his frame allows him to get shots off under duress.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Chris Middleton's checked in for Portis, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
And that tacks another big point onto the league. Great and-one play showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The shot by Holiday, no good. Outside Leonard. Kicks it to Beverly. And so Los Angeles takes the win. Bravo. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight. Coming up next from downtown Los Angeles. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Robert Covington, Damian Lillard out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter and it's Collins in at the power forward. And for the Clippers, Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Now here's Beverley. Inside. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Beverley. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
Now, here's George. Now the pass to Beverly. Lock at 6. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Ibaka. Can't hit from in close.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
And it's Lillard missing. Leonard against Lillard. Nice move. Leonard with the bucket.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Now here's Lillard. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Leonard. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Lillard. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Well, talking about Lillard, he's so good as a scorer in the paint. I mean, probably just as good as any point guard.
George against Jones. George dishes to Leonard. Back to George. Lobs it up for Ibaka. Stolen by Cantor. Lillard the pass to Collins. And Jones has it in the corner. Great look, but off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Morris, no good. Portland trailing here. Lillard, the pass to Collins. It's hauled in by George. And that's a foul called on Zach Collins. That's his first foul. So for the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Anthony comes in for Zach Collins. And it's Simons in for Derek Jones. Now, here is George. Los Angeles with another miss.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide open three.
And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Kennard, he's checked in for George. Portland also making some changes. Giles checked in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell comes in for Anthony Simons. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Damian Lillard. Now, here's Kennard. From deep. Pass to man. Goes back up. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
That one is no good.
And the chance to take the lead gets away because of the miss.
Here's Giles. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
Outside Jackson. Passes it to man. Nurkic with the steal. To the middle. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Now here's Jackson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Kennard against Powell. Shot's good by Kennard.
It's Kennard's ability to create that sets him apart. I mean, he gets inside, finds himself a shot.
McCollum outside, and he banks in the layup.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Trailblazers lead by 4. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. We've got Anthony. He's out there with Nurkic. McCollum is out there with Jones. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. A different look now for Portland. Giles comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Powell in for Anfernee Simons. It's McCollum with the drive. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Leonard. Kennard, the pass to Cousins. Lobs it up for Ibaka. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the slithery agility of Ibaka. Not many guys can go up with him to stop the catch and dunk.
Pass to Nurkic. Here's McCollum. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Giles, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Lets it fly from 18.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Clippers trail by 3.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
Kennard, the pass to Ibaka. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Ibaka's got 4 this quarter.
And offensively, Ibaka's been spending more time out on the perimeter, but watching him work inside there, you realize that may still be his bread and butter.
Lillard against Kennard.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
Portland no good that time either. The Clippers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Leonard, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You know, when he was in high school in California, Kawhi won the state's Mr. Basketball Award. And you look at the list of guys who've won that award over the years, it has a lot of the all-time greats on it.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for Los Angeles.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
To the inside, and the dunk by Covington.
Proving he's not afraid to finish with power. Covington loves to dunk it home.
Jackson in the corner. Here's Leonard, and Covington sends it back. The pull-up. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Beverly kicks to Jackson. Jackson is doubled. To the paint. Here's Leonard. Collins grabs the miss. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Cantor, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Now, that's the staple of Cantor's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
56 seconds left to play here in the half. Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebound by the Clippers.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
Knocked away. Kicks it out to Leonard for the 3. That one doesn't drop. Portland leading. Cantor, the pass to Lillard. Looking to get back on track here. And the rejection by Ibaka.
And, well, he's been the NBA's leader in blocks multiple times. Ibaka just has that rare instinct for it.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Anthony's checked in for Collins. McCollum comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Simons in for Lillard. There's the pass to Mann. The feed now to Ibaka. And it's denied.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
And that'll do it for the first half. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. And no doubt that C.J. McCollum's a great player all the time. But Shaq, thanks for joining.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Trailblazers leading by 3. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Paul George. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Ibaka in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Covington, and the dunk by Covington.
Oh, man, a reliable glue guy. Collins isn't just a skilled scorer. I mean, he's a rebounder, and he passes it well, too.
After a promising rookie campaign, a lost year for Zach Collins, he played only 3 games before the injury took away the rest of his season.
Yeah, I mean, a strange year and a lost year for Collins. You could say that about the whole NBA for that regard. But Collins is underrated as a prospect outside of Portland. This team loves the energy and skill he brings to the table.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
George, and Covington sends it back.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Serge Ibaka. Lillard outside. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow.
You got to get out on Lillard. I mean, his long-distance shot, you know it's cash.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
Clippers trail by 6. Kennard kicks to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
As good as he is at creating his own shot, Kennard is also a solid distributor. Doesn't miss the open man when he spots him.
Down low, and Cousins comes over to help, and stolen by Cousins. And it's Leonard at the elbow. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Timeout.
Leonard's got 8 points.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Baca comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And the basket by McCollum.
And it's encouraging whenever McCollum scores inside, proving that he's more than just a jump shooter.
McCollum against Jackson. Ibaka outside. And it's off from three-point range. Portland leading by 4. Here's Anthony. Here's McCollum. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. An easy 2 points on the layup. And now a 6-point Trailblazer lead.
They're not playing defense with anywhere near the passion they showed in the first half. There's been a big-time drop-off.
Leonard finds Ibaka. Lays it up off the glass.
Timeout.
He's got 6.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Now, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
So for the Trailblazers, Lillard against Jackson. Jones, the pass to Collins. Lillard outside. Just 5 to shoot. Over Jackson. And it's Lillard missing. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 4. Gets a hand on it. Leonard kicks to Ibaka. And another shot. No good on that one. Excellent D from Cantor. Lillard way outside. But they'll get another chance. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. The Clippers have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Jackson gets the bucket.
The catch and shoot, Jay, is lethal when used correctly. Easy to see why Jackson likes it so much.
Lillard bounce pass. Cantor kicks to Lillard. Three-pointer. And it's Lillard again missing.
This scoring has not been there at all tonight. I mean, it tells you a lot about their team that they have the lead in them.
Ibaka, the pass to Jackson. Morris, left side, over Collins. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Portland's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. .20 seconds left in the third quarter. Chalk up 2 there. McCollum's got 6 here in this quarter.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
George against Anthony. George dishes to Ibaka. And he makes the bucket. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. That's the end of the... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great vision. He's a gifted passer. Has his finger on the pulse of this offense.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for the Trailblazers, Anthony is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the point.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Inside, here's Simons. George with the defensive effort. The Clippers in the lead. Morris looking over the floor. Kicks to Beverly. Back to Morris. Trying to get open as Ibaka. Lays it up and banks it in. Morris has got the lead up to 4 now for Los Angeles. Outside, Jones. Ibaka against Kanter. And it's Jones. That time on the assist by Kanter.
Oh, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Kanter. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, give it to him.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. Maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Norkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Giles comes in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell's checked in for Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Anthony Simons.
Nice play by George. This is what size on the wing gives you, the option to pick your spot anywhere on the floor.
A 3 from McCollum. That shot is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Man passes to Ibaka. That's tipped. And they're on the break. Here's Powell and the dunk by Powell.
And you talk about clutch plays, I mean, defensively and offensively, and we saw it right there.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David.
And not entering the league as a natural catch-and-shoot guy, Ibaka certainly has developed this part of his game.
McCollum against Beverly, the 17-footer. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
He's been a different player since halftime. Coming on strong now.
George against Powell. Right side, George. George double teamed. Morris left side. Shot clock at 6. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Norman Powell. Cullen passes to Lillard. To tie it up. C.J. McCollum, and that's good. McCollum's got it all tied up now for Portland.
Love the poise of McCollum. He looks comfortable shooting in crucial moments of the game.
Left side, Leonard. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth.
Big stakes, big bucket. Ibaka showing he has the mettle to rise to the challenge.
A step back shot here, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
That's why you give Lillard the rock. When it's an important possession, you know he's going to rise to the occasion.
Morris kicks to Leonard. From outside, off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Knocks it loose, and Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Robert Covington's checked in for Portland. And so Ibaka, he'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Lillard against Beverly. Here's Ibaka.
Good! And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hand. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Lillard fires away from way outside. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
So hard to guard, really, without fouling. Leonard is an expert at forcing the issue and getting the call.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 2. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Serge Ibaka.
And he's been dialed in from the field, Kevin. Good on over 60% of his attempts. They've been working the ball around well, and he's benefited with a lot of open looks. And boy, has he made the most of them.
They get what they want out of that trip, now with 2 possession game.
Lillard fires away from way outside. It drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. Morris trying to free himself up. Excellent D from Cantor. McCollum right side. Got it!
And McCullough is a lethal scorer, especially when the game is on the line. Love how under control he is.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're behind by 1. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Leonard, puts the move on. Got it.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Eight seconds left to play in the final quarter. McCollum outside. Covington. Shot is good. But it looks like this one might get reviewed. Very close on the release. And don't start the celebration just yet. We're going to have a second look at the replay monitor and see if it got in.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And coming to you today from Portland, Oregon. And
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Portland, Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Covington in at the small forward. Now, here's Lillard. Lopez with the steal. Here's Lillard. He feeds it to Nurkic. Lillard against DiVincenzo. Free throw line jump shot. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Pass to Lopez. DiVincenzo with it. The Bucks working the ball around. Holiday surveying the floor. 5 to shoot. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And the lid's off. They're 1 for 4 to begin this one, but that shot might just get them going.
Giannis passes to Middleton. Takes the 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Lillard outside. Pass to Covington. Kicks it to Powell. Passes to Lillard. He dishes it to Nurkic. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Lillard, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Nobody near Nurkic. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
And here's Portland. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. Here's Holiday, and Holiday throws it down.
Yep, that's a great look from Giannis there.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 2. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. 1-on-1 here. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. McCollum outside. Here's Simons. Here's Cantor. And a wide open look for McCollum. The three-pointer off the mark. Milwaukee leading by 3. Here's Tucker. And there's the pass to Connaughton. Teague left side. Portis finds Teague. 6 to shoot. Goes up the baseline. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
Pass to McCollum. 44 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Cantor's shot is off. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Here's Teague. And Cantor pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 5. Shot by Collins, no good.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Teague, the pass to Portis. The putback is no good. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That's his first foul. Here's McCollum. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Makes it off the glass.
Well, this is where that sweet handle of McCollum's comes into play. When he goes on the dribble drive, very few defenders can get in good position to slow him down.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Bucks lead. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he stays so
humble beginnings. I'm from.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
The defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. P.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard. Clock at 4. From 12 feet out. And it's Connaughton with the rebound.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Now here's Middleton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Forbes. Unable to get that one. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Enes Kanter.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
And Forbes kicks it to Tucker. Here's Connaughton, guarded by Powell. Powell with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Collins dishes to Anthony. Second shot opportunity. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Zach Collins is aggressive and confident and waiting for his opportunity to show just how consistently good he can be in the NBA.
McCollum's checked in for Powell. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
And, you know, if you only look at the box score for Zach Collins, then you're missing the whole picture. He's a terrific defender.
I agree with you, G.A. I think his scoring is going to come, but obviously they have potent guard play, and that's not much needed. What is needed is on the interior, him being active as a big man and defending around the rim. That is something that Zach Collins is capable of doing.
Here's McCollum after the basket by Milwaukee. Outside Anthony. Back to McCollum. To the inside. Here's Collins, and it's sent back by Lopez.
This defense gets a lot scarier when Lopez is blocking shots.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Here's Kanter. The 11-footer. The putback. The rebound by the Bucks. Outside Holiday. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. On the wing, DiVincenzo. But they get it back. And there's the feed to Antetokounmpo. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
They're pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Vontae Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Collins. Robert Covington's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. Lillard, right side. From deep. Portland again missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
DiVincenzo can't hit it.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to Antetokounmpo. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
This is what makes Giannis such an elite player, his ability to score in those difficult situations down low with lots of bodies around.
Covington kicks to Lillard. Here's McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Lillard against Holiday. Back to Giannis. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
It's weird to say it, but the sheer length of Giannis can put the defense in a really bad position. So hard to defend without fouling.
Norman Powell's checked in for Portland. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the center. Lillard the pass to Covington. Lillard against Howard. Puts up a 3. They get it back. Nurkic. A 3 ball. And that one's good. Lillard's got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Middleton. And the Bucks miss again.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And a close game. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They kept at it on both ends of the floor.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. They've got Norman Powell, Monday Hollis Jefferson out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Offensive rebound. Hollis Jefferson passes to Nurkic.
Excellent footwork inside from Nurkic there to put the D in an awkward position and force them to foul him there.
The Trailblazers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for the Bucks. Bucks trail by 3. And about a minute of action so far in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Middleton. Back to Antetokounmpo. 5 on the clock. Launches it. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And Giannis just gobbling up the rebound, just spreads his wing out there, and ball falls right into it.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. The Bucks also changing it up. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Now here's Giannis. He's got 7. Here's Connaughton, and the layup's good off the glass. Connaughton's got his first bucket in this one.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Powell kicks to Lillard. The pass to Nurkic. Lopez with the steal. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball for the lead. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Yeah, you don't want to leave Middleton from that area. His mid-range game is on fire, draining those shots often.
Pass to Nurkic. Back to Powell. Outside Covington. In the corner, Powell with it. Good on the three-point shot. Powell's got his first 3 points of the game.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike. And you look at Robert Covington, first team all defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Now here's Giannis. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Collins comes in for Robert Covington. McCollum's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. The Bucks also changing it up. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Pat Connaughton. 1:51 left in the third. Pass to McCollum. Right side, Collins. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. And Covington maybe not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Nice shot by Portis.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
McCollum with the ball. To the middle. Here's Collins. Cantor. It's good on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Cantor is a monster on the offensive glass.
Teague, the pass to Tucker. Anthony on the double team. Passes it to Connaughton. Stolen by McCollum. Here's Simons. Collins wide open. He fires. Offensive rebound. Cantor. And he gets the bucket. And now a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
And look at it. A significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
Now here's Teague. He's covered closely. Mora can't get it to go. Trailblazers leading by 4. McCollum outside. Jacks up a 3. The putback. The rebound by the Bucks. Outside Portis.
Hustling to get up on that shot. No one can fault Cantor for his defensive effort on that one.
And we've watched 3 so far. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Forbes in at the point. And Portland has possession, following the bucket by the Bucks. They swipe it. Rob. Simons, the pass to Cantor. Basket counts. Cantor's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And Forbes kicks to Portis. Puts it up. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And Anthony gets it to go.
Bully ball in action as Melo gets himself way deep into the paint where he knows he can score.
Here is Forbes. Middleton looking it over.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
Simons, the pass to Powell. Anthony right side. Just 5 on the clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. McCollum's checked in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Lillard, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
This is when length becomes a massive, massive positive. What a shot block by Giannis.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. 4-point game. DiVincenzo against McCollum. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Holiday, the pass to Giannis. Holiday trying to free himself up.
So exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
Back to Lillard. And that one clearly a foul. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Kevin?
Now here's Lillard. From the arc. Portland again missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Connaughton. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
Lillard against Howard. Now here's Lillard. D right on him. Lopez with the block. They retain possession. Lets the 3 fly. It's not going to go for him. Inside. Here's Holiday. And the coach's challenge has been issued. This game like this, onto the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here's Lillard. McCollum dishes to Lillard. Over Holiday. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And the Bucks with possession. Feeds it to Antetokounmpo. It counts.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Now, here's Lillard. Launches it. Count it!
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're trailing by 1. 3 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. What a show. And here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting mentally. Here are the five for the Clippers. Baca is out there with Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the two-guard spot. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3. Now here is Holiday. Off target from outside.
It wasn't that long ago that Holiday suffered some injuries that had people concerned about his future.
Greg, some injuries are bad luck. We do know this. Drew Holiday's physical, he's fearless, and he doesn't know any other way to play. But thankfully, he's battled through, and he is still playing at an all-star level.
And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Holiday. Lopez has got the first points on the scoreboard for the Bucks. DiVincenzo against George. To the paint. Lopez with the steal. Middleton right side.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish.
Here's Leonard. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And if Giannis is anywhere close to you, don't shoot it. His length covers a ton of ground, and boy, is he fast. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Now, here's George. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Banked in off the glass.
Smooth off the bounce with the strength to finish through contact. Paul George showing us how it's done.
And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Down low. Tries from 7. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Beverly dishes to George. Kicks it to Leonard. Back to George. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Ibaka. The rebound by the Bucks.
And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down.
DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Leonard. To the inside. Ibaka. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. It's a tie ball game. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem, and those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible, and I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Here's Beverly, following the basket by Brook Lopez. Kicks it out to Leonard. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
Now here is Holiday. He's still scoreless so far in this one. DiVincenzo passes to Giannis.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Beverly dishes to Morris. Beverly against Holiday. Ibaka, no luck.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Count that one.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
George with the ball. Outguarded by Giannis. George passes to Morris. DiVincenzo against George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got his second basket of the game.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Hey, guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
And that does it for the first quarter. Buck. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
We've got Teague. Bobby Portis out there with Antetokounmpo. And it's Noura in at the small forward position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. He makes that that one drop. Only a second and 5 tries.
This is what you want to do on the offensive end. Get Kawhi looks in the paint. Rely on him to make a play.
And the pass to Connaughton. Outside, out of the Kumbo. Back to Connaughton. That shot misses. The Clippers go the other way with it. Leonard inside. Zubats. Kennard, the pass to Mann. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Teague with a clean look. Milwaukee the rebound. It's tipped. Here's Zubats. Back to Leonard. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Bucks. And the Bucks with possession. Nothing offensively yet from them in this second quarter. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. And the Bucks miss again. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Mann. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Kawhi, a double-digit rebounder in college. Scouts knew that would be a transferable skill of his.
Teague, the pass to Portis. He dishes it to Tucker. They could use a bucket. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Teague against Jackson. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And Teague is just so calm and collected when he gets near the rim.
Pass to Mann. Outside Leonard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And again, it's the Clippers missing. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Lopez kicks to Middleton. Lopez inside, defended by Ibaka. Some solid defense from Ibaka. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. There's a minute left in the first half of the game. Here's Holiday. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And here is DiVincenzo. Middleton can't get it to go. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And George with the stuff.
The trust George has built with his team, they know he'll finish strong if they feed him.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Middleton finds Lopez. Back to Middleton. 5 to shoot. Almost, but it rolls out.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Morris with the bucket.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts, and the one thing I love, he really can pass.
Now Holiday. And some good action through the first 2 quarters.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much. And that...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Antetokounmpo. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career, and that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
And he gets it to go as they call the... And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
A shot by Holiday, nobody around. Morris with the rebound. And Ibaka will bring it up for Los Angeles. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Here's Morris. That one wide left.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Back to George. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Holiday dishes to Middleton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you see Middleton on the perimeter a lot, but he's really been trying to add strength to that 6'8" frame so he can mix it up a little more inside.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. And then for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac has checked in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Luke Kennard in for George. Jackson against Teague. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got 5 rebounds tonight. And Middleton kicks to Portis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Portis has got his first 2 points of the night.
That was physical D, but Bobby Portis is so strong, he finished through contact.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Leonard, he's checked in for Morris. Now, here's Kennard. He's guarded closely.
That's how you run pick and roll. Kennard's a smart player who's gotten better at creating for others.
Now, here's Teague. Out to the right wing. Misses off the right iron.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And it's blocked, and he's able to get it back. 46 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Milwaukee shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. And he makes the first. And he makes both free throws. Clippers leading by 3. Jackson looking around. Ibaka in the post. Working on Portis, and it's good. 2 points. Ibaka's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Teague, the pass to Portis. Dishes it to Tucker. There's 18 seconds left in the third. Tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Portis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Must put a body on Portis. He loves to crash the offensive glass.
Beverly, the pass to Jackson. Here's Ibaka. No good that time. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Clippers ahead. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Bucks trail by 3. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. The 3 for DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by George. The Clippers shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
That's lit right there, courtesy of Kawhi's natural explosiveness.
Beverly against Holiday. Floats it up for Giannis. It's stolen by Ibaka. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. George with the ball. The rebound by Middleton. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 5. Antetokounmpo. Great positioning on the putback.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
On its way from Ibaka for 2. And no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. Lopez dishes to Middleton. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Giannis. Takes the 13-footer. The putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
George looking over the floor. Back to Ibaka. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Morris is checked in.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
The Bucks making a switch here. Portis is checked in. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the Clippers. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Leonard. And that time, also a missed shot. Milwaukee's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Here's Leonard. No, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That's on Brook Lopez.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First one falls for him.
He's an NBA champion and Finals MVP in 2014. Kawhi continues to impact the game at the highest level. Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
Here's Giannis, and it's blocked by Ibaka. And now the Clippers on the break. Jumps up, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist from Ibaka. Leonard's got the game tied up here for the Clippers. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. And Giannis throws it down.
Watch out. Antetokounmpo might be soft-spoken, but he's got a mean streak when it comes to attacking the hoop.
And George kicks to Ibaka. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And that could be a big bucket right there. Ibaka doesn't shy away from taking crucial shots.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. The kick out to Holiday. Clock at 6. Shot from 12. The Clippers grab the miss. Here's George. Leonard trying to break free.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Giannis. Money!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
George with the ball. From 8. Passes it to Cousins. Count it!
If you're his teammate, get Cousins the ball. He delivers.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Absolutely. They're within striking distance, but they have to make pretty much every shot.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Outside Leonard. He kicks to Ibaka. Over Lopez. No good. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. The score is tied at 47. Just 2 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Paul George.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
To win the game, and he hits the shot. But hang on, guys. Hold everything. The officials may review it here. And the officials are headed to the scores table to review it. Let's see what happens here. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here. Brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for the Bucks, they've got P.J. Tucker, Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Holiday. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Bucks making a change here. Lopez is checked in. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Clippers. Here's Ibaka, 6 on the shot clock. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last time. Bucks passing it around. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Timeout.
Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
And the Clippers call time here. And that one misses. And he's good on the second. Clippers trail by 3. A minute into overtime and what has been a great game so far. For the finish. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that could decide the outcome.
Morris passes to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Knowing the situation, Kawhi willing and able to take control. Big bucket.
Giannis dishes to Holiday. Back to Giannis. And they double up Giannis. And he uses the glass on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 5 now for the Bucks.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Beverly against Holiday. Left side Ibaka. Lopez with the steal. DiVincenzo kicks to Lopez. On the wing, Holiday. It's hauled in by Beverly. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 5-point game. Offline with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Lopez. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Here's Middleton. Kicks it out to Giannis. A 3-ball. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
Kevin, turn out the lights. This party's over.
It might be.
And this is how you score in transition. And Paul George, you just have to appreciate his hustle.
Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. And so the Bucks take the win. They had to scrape. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.